Is it working? Hopefully. Happy New Year, everybody, and hopefully this is working. It's been like a month since I last plugged all this in, and fingers crossed it still works, because nothing else seems to be working today, or in life generally. Hi Gangamurk, Happy New Year to you as well. Good of you to be here, and hello Rob, our special little guest that didn't quite work. Right then. I have no... Oh yeah, I shut everything down. I have no idea how many people are watching. So anyway, welcome back to Tuesday nights. I can't talk. It's difficult, words and all that. Welcome back to Tuesday Night Edits. It is good to be back, and I'm going to move that out of the way so I can see the screen. Yeah, I think it was the 10th of December, the last one we did, so that's a good long holiday. Hi Tomek, Happy New Year to you, Happy New Year to you Ozzy, and Tina, and John. Welcome to you all. I think it's now the 14th of December, we can probably stop saying Happy New Year to everybody, can't we? I think I wrote it in an email yesterday. Maybe should stop, maybe should ease back on that, just because I haven't talked to anybody since. Mince pie. I had one yesterday, Paul. I had a mince pie yesterday. They are not finished yet. Right, what's going on today? Right, it's probably going to a slightly different episode than normal. We will get to some editing, but we have a bit. I was going to say we have a bit of an elephant in the room. We don't. I was going to do this Skype call in with a guest. And Skype decided it wasn't playing ball, or rather the streaming software wasn't playing ball. So we don't have a guest, but that guest is in chat. So I would like to give everybody a round of applause and a big welcome to Rob Knight, who is in chat. And the reason he is in chat is because we have something to announce. So Rob tried to get me all the way up to Ardnamurchan back last year, which is on the west coast of Scotland. But due to commitments down here and having to look after mothers and dogs and all that kind of happy-go-lucky stuff, I couldn't commit to get away from here for more than about a day. So what we are doing together in April, I think, there was a bit of confusion about the dates. Literally 5 minutes before this stream. So in April, the 17th to the 24th specifically, Rob, with my help, is running a workshop here in Northumberland. So it's nice and easy for me to get to, obviously. Obviously, you'll have my ingenuity of where to go and what to be shooting, but... So me and Rob are doing this workshop, and it is what's it called? I've got the screen shut down somewhere. Castles, Coast and Creative Expression Residential Workshop. So it is hosted in a lovely lodge, like the accommodation. So it's 7 nights, I think it is. Arrive on a Friday and depart on a Friday or something like that. I haven't missed out the specifics like that. But basically we will be taking you in a minibus around various sites. Rob will be teaching you photography and I'll be listening. And so I'll be showing you how to do my kind of gubbins, and Rob will be explaining how to put a story together behind it, and along with all these other knowledge. So Rob is actually in chat, so if you want to discuss anything to do with that, then he is in the chat room right now to answer any queries. There is an interest sign-up form jobby thing, and the link into that is in the description of this live stream. And there is discount. There's a 7-day discount or 7-day period of exclusivity for Tuesday Night Edits viewers that you can... there's discounts basically. to get on that if you are interested in it. Now, Rob does have a very deep clientele base already, so he has got people that are on waiting lists ready to go, but we are keeping it almost exclusively Tuesday nights edits viewers and my viewers and followers for a little while before we go further down the line and offer spaces to the rest of Rob's subscriber base, user base, email list, past clients and all that kind of stuff. So yes, so if you sign up on that form, then Rob will send you the full details, a nice fancy PDF, which I've got. But if you fill in that form, then you will get one and two, and it's pages and pages of information. Most of it is right, isn't that right? Right, Rob? The only thing is, Rob's running several workshops, organising several workshops at the same time. So you may find references to one or two other ones in there. I did. So yeah, there's all kinds of explanations in that pack about what it is. 9-seater minibus will be taking us around. Home cooked meals included. That's like evening meals anyway. All tuition. There'll be printing going on. There'll be notebooks required on all this kind of stuff. Yeah, Rob's a fully qualified Adobe education fella, so he knows his stuff officially. He has bits of paper telling you that he knows his stuff. Yeah, printing and stuff, supported by PhotoSpeed. Sounds like there's filters available for use. Fully liability, like public liability insured and all that kind of gubbins. Rob's taking care of all that stuff because I'm not organised to handle anything of that thing. But what it means is I get a taste of the workshop life, which is exciting for me because I'm scared witless of taking more than about one person out on doing tuition, and that's usually for about 3 hours. So having to work together as a group, collaborate, contribute together, basically learn together for a week is going to be an exciting time. So I'm really looking forward to that. I hope Rob is as well. So yeah, if you are interested, I know I'll witter on about this plenty in the future, but if you are interested, then do fill in that form in the link down below. Right, how are we going? Well, you could always visit Aussie. But anything else in the chat hasn't found it. Yeah, okay, all sorted. Right. So that's all. Yeah, that's about it. If you have any questions about it, you can get Rob at RK Photographic, I think he is. Hi, Karen, and Karen, his lovely lady, is in the chat as well. No doubt taking the mick out of her husband for being useless and providing the wrong information. But we'll not mention any more than that. Yeah, so that, yeah, workshop 17th to the 24th of April. So obviously it's not far away. And it's not one of these workshops that it takes a year to organise or anything like that. It's coming up. One thing is, I will not be actually staying at the residential bit. I'll be coming along and partaking fully, but I will be going home at night. That means that like another person can come along and stay, so that's good. Exactly, Karen. He might say that he needs his secretary isn't doing a good enough job. I don't know. I'm not going to get involved. Right, so that's the workshop. What else? It is a lovely. Looks a lovely lodge as well. somebody mentioned a games room in it as well. I don't know, but I don't know. I also saw some reference to Rob turning the games room into some kind of work studio. So there might not be much gaming going on. But anyways, it looks lovely. It's in a part. I think it was a shooting lodge on an estate, like a country estate, and so sort of obviously a lot of the buildings around it as well would be fantastic for my kind of this kind of photography. So it could be good. Obviously, we've got locality. You've got Berwick, which is 15 mile away. Lindisfarne, which is just across the road, basically from the base. Barnborough, probably 5-10 minutes away. Excellent for that. And then 20 minutes the other way, you're into the hills. So and not far from Scotland as well. So we could possibly persuade Rob to cross the border into some of the fantastic spots in the borders there. So lots. Basically, 6 days. Jesus, we're going to get cramming loads there. Loads. So it'll be a full-on busy workshop. Lots of places. Anything else I should point out straight away? No, I think that's about it. But yeah, seek out Rob, and if it is his website on here, it's probably not. He'll probably put it in chat if I can see it. Chat will let you post. Don't know. Yeah, and I can't get into the chat to. Actually, Rob, I might be able to make you moderator, and then you can. If I make you moderator, Rob, then you probably can put a link into chat now. Fingers crossed. Anyway, right. I think that's about enough workshop things. Evening, David. Good to see you. I thought you might be way back to work by now. Well, probably impending. Anything else immediately? Just a general life update for me. New Year's resolutions. I'm trying to eat less bread. I'm trying to do more home cooking. What else am I doing? Trying to go to bed earlier. Trying to get up earlier. That hasn't worked so far. And the other thing, the other life update, my car died, which some of you probably actually know. You've got another week. Good stuff. Yeah, so my car died. Yeah, after the last live stream, so I am carless, and so therefore I may well be bringing forward a few products. So you may see in the next week or so a second collection of my presets. Not like flogging, not like making it obvious that I need a little bit of income coming in. Yeah, so the second set of presets, I was just going to naturally get up to like 30 and then release them as a second pack, but I am going to be bringing them forward. So and I might actually try to structure them a little bit better. So because I just need to make a little bit so I can actually use the little bit of money I've got at the minute, put it together and get some wheels, because I'm having to car share at the minute, which is quite restrictive. Not pleasant at all. They certainly are, Rob. They are. And also the exhibition that I had last year, I did have an idea not long after it that I would release a very exclusive box set of A4 and A3 print versions of all the images in the exhibition. So I think it was 17 images that was in the exhibition. Put them into a box set so you can own all the prints, but obviously either A4 size or A3. And I'll be selling them, but probably only like maybe it's 2 or 3 A4 versions, and then the rest 2 or 3 versions of the A3. So like only 5 boxes altogether, and make them quite exclusive, just for anybody that's got bonkers stupid amounts of money. It's something I did do, and somebody has actually asked about that fairly recently, so I may well be doing that if you are so inclined into being interested in something like that. So there's that. I will be starting up some Skype one-to-one tuition as well. Things you've got to do to make money. Some Skype one-to-one tuition. So it's not obviously for people out there that don't live in Northumberland or don't live nearby and kind of get for a one-to-one actually here, and because I don't travel very much, then it gives people abroad a chance to learn directly from us rather than just sit and listen to us prattle on a live stream. So yeah, there's a few product ideas I've got coming up and going forward. Just purely in the trying to keep the money thing ticking over. I'm sorry, it's all a bit money-tastic at the minute. So if you're interested in any of them, then do give us a shout. Obviously, they'll not be to everybody's income level. They'll not suit everybody's pocket, but the presets probably will. Presets there'll be an opening offer to start with. So I think that's probably enough rambling to start with. Again, if you've got any questions about the residential workshop, was it Creative Castles and something? Castles Coast and Creative Expression Residential Workshop. If you're interested in that, give Rob a shout. Fill in the link in the description, and you will get a no committal pack of information for you to peruse. If you're just looking to peruse, then that's there. So there you go. Right, enough prattle for the moment. Let's get to some editing. Now, unfortunately, the other thing is, if you haven't seen them, I've been doing some sped up edited edits. I did a couple of videos. One from earlier last year when I did my favourite image from last year, which just happened to be done in a Tuesday night edits. And then I did another one a couple of days later because people watched it. I was like, I'll bang out another one, that'll be another 20 pence in ad revenue. So what I was actually thinking is, depending on how well every Tuesday night edits goes, that I would do Tuesday night edits on a Tuesday night. On a Friday, at some stage on a Friday, I will release a sped up version of the edit from Tuesday night edits. If it ends up being crap, it may well be an old one. Or if it has something to do with a proper filmed video, then it will be put in then. And then if I've got any other normal videos to come out, then they will come out on Sundays. I'm going to try to... That was the other resolution I forgot. I'm going to try to keep to a schedule. So Tuesday night for Tuesday night edits, Friday night for sped up edits, and Sunday for any other normal videos. I've got a few ideas to keep us going for the next probably 3 weeks anyway. So, I've got one filmed already. So there will be one this Sunday, providing I have enough time to edit it. So hopefully schedules will work, and there may well be 3 videos a week, which means a lot of work. But anyways, so that's about it. Yes, Kangaroo, you mentioned in a comment on YouTube that you were looking for places to visit in Edinburgh. I think you were coming. Drop us an email. Not that I'm in Edinburgh very much, but drop us an email. I'm sure I can recommend something for you. Right, editing photographs. I haven't been out making images since... Well, I'm telling a lie, I have taken a couple of images since the 8th of December, but the 8th of December was the last time I went out and shot in anger. So that is basically what we're going to be editing. We are going to press the right button, Andy. So what we are going to be editing is some data from back then. Right. And because I think it had actually been weeks before since I've been anywhere in that one as well, then this subject today, if I change screen to that, there we are. Where did my, oh well, not to worry. I was wondering where my flashy transition was. Who said that's a very good idea? It's something I am looking into, and actually Rob suggested something I could possibly use, and we could all do it live, possibly, lots of possiblies. Right, so basically we're shooting Bamburgh Castle, editing Bamburgh Castle again today. Now this angle from the green in front of it, I shot many moons ago, and it is one of my favourite edits of my early ICM career, and I've never been able to nail it ever since, so I'm kind of keen to do something with it tonight. It may turn out disastrous, it may not, we'll see. But basically I'm looking to edit something like these 5 images together. So that one there, and also some of these are quite detailed, which I'm kind of looking forward, because I've edited that many together where it's been very wishy-washy, as in, like so, you know, not much detail at all. So I'm going to go for 4 shots that are sharp-ish, and then one wishy-washy one, and so just to see how these come out. So yeah, these were taken from basically the cricket pitch down in front of the castle, looking up towards the clock tower, and then the keep in the back there along the front, the big fortified wall. So there's going to be looking at a little bit more detail, and we're hopefully going to get some information, like how the pixels interact when we blend together. Hopefully we get some interesting effects, so we'll see what happens there. Now, fingers crossed, these were made after John, who's usually in chat, he sent me some sensor cleaner kit, and it meant my sensor was a lot cleaner. John Dexter, that's what it is. Do check out his YouTube channel, because he's doing lots of ICM stuff on his YouTube channel. Yeah, so he kindly sent me some sensor cleaning swabs and did a grand job. You know, there's only very few left around the outside. Hi Peter, good to see you. Happy New Year to you, sir. Right, that's them done, and lens corrections. Go through the usual, just cleaning all these up. I'm basically going to race through this tonight because it's nearly 8 o'clock already, and that announcement took a while. So basic, we're gonna just look to open the shadows out. Well, let's lighten it a bit, drop the contrast though. Don't want it too contrasty. Actually, yeah, you could drop the whites, because if you could see along here, it seemed to be like when you lightened it, it was very yellowy. It became very bright. Good to see you, Ozzy. We'll catch you next time. Right, yeah, just checking chat there, sorry. So actually, colour temperature, go off the screen. It's probably going to stay fairly as shot. Yeah, I think it is. It's about as close to a normal shot as you will find me taking. I'm going to drop the clarity because we don't need a lot of clarity, obviously. And that'll probably about do. And then obviously we can just sync all those across those 5 images. And what I will do, I'll just check the wishy-washy one. See how that's. Let's say this one might need a little bit of contrast. Just so it's got something. Yeah, just increasing the contrast there. Drop the shadows from before. It's not bad. Just check the dust spotting on this one. That's fine. All good. Yes, it was John Dexter. Just search on YouTube, John Dexter Photography. And he's down in the southwestish kind of area, and he's not doing blending stuff. You know, he's capturing, you know, like capturing and editing one image, doing a nice job as well. Right, so that's them kind of sorted out, and we'll stick these into Photoshop. We wait, because my computer's slow. Very slow. So did anybody get any good photography Christmas gifts? I was going to say, did I get any good Christmas photography gifts? Oh yes, I did. I did. Where is it? I got my Christmas photography gift. Excuse me whilst I go back to full screen. I got 2 guidebooks. I mean, these have been around for a while now. One of the photo view books. I got one for the Lake District, which is obviously within reach once I have wheels again. And I also got one for Scotland as well. So again, another somewhere else that's kind of within reach once I am mobile again. So I am looking forward to seeking out a few locations on that, putting my own ICM spin on some of these locations. Could be good fun. Right then, let's see what we can make out of this. So we will join all these together, blend, select them all, blend, get the blend modes going, and seeing what. I think that's usually the only. To be honest, I actually paid for the Scotland one. I haven't been paid back for it yet. Yes, you do have to tend to treat yourself because the others in the family don't understand. They don't understand what we need. And again, having to treat Paul there again, having to treat ourselves. Because the other half, or whoever's at home, doesn't know. They don't understand. The author of the photo, Dougie Cunningham's the Scotland one, and Stuart Holmes is the Lake District one. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a London one coming as well, which would be quite interesting, even though I'm nowhere near London. And Anita Nicholson has done the Northumberland one, which is coming out sometime this year, I presume. She's finished it, so it's on its way. Right then, I am getting, not carried away, but I am getting delayed. Oh, very nice, Kangaroo. That is a nice little upgrade from the D7200. Actually, that might be a little video I might make, is the D780. I know everybody's already talked quite a lot about it. Because I was shocked at how much money it was going to be. Right, let's try. I'm going to try to abstract this a little bit. George, it's actually not my chair, it is my mouse. It is my mouse. For some reason, when I use the scroll wheel, it squeaks. Quite annoying. But well, I suppose the chair creaks a little bit as well, but it has got 20 odd stone sitting on it. Oh, very nice, Tomac. Apart from the your telephoto breaking, obviously. Everybody's been getting photo books, which is probably the most affordable thing about photography are photo books, because everything else is so expensive. Right then, let's just see how these are looking. Yeah, looking for something a little bit abstract. What I might actually do, let me transform, free transform this, this wishy-washy layer. I'm just going to turn that upside down at this point just to see what it does. That's looking interesting. Interesting. Yeah, this is what you get if you come to get taught by me. It's just like, yeah, interesting. Try that. Try this. Yeah, something like that. Interesting. Right, a bit of curves action just to... Whoa. Just to try to balance this out a little bit. Bit of contrast at the bottom. No, actually that's going to be the entire image. Go on Photoshop. Play the game. There we go. There's something like that. Right. Right, okay, let's make a new solid layer of, collecting all that together. And I'm in the mood for doing something bonkers. Not that bonkers. I thought I might go better than that. Overlay. What's it like other than that? Overlay maybe is hard. Reduce the opacity a bit. And I'm gonna add in a new layer and add some colour. Paintbook tool. Go to hue. There's that. Changed all that colour. Reduce the opacity. Something a bit more neutral. Right. Yeah, I have no idea where this image is going, as you will no doubt guess. Fingers crossed for some interesting combinating like overlays and stuff when we get into Analog Effects Pro now. Which I've clicked the button. Are you going to load? There we go. And yes, I need to update the application. We'll do that later. Yeah, he must be near Salisbury or something, Paul. Yeah, Paul. He's down there somewhere. Right, imported. Well, he's done a couple of vlogs from the Salisbury area, and he did Croft. He something around Croft Castle as well. And I know that's down south somewhere. You will get that reference if you watch my latest video. The one where I teleported to Croft Castle. Kind of. Right, what's this one do? Just looking at presets, see if there's anything interesting. See if anything jumps out at me. Ooh, that one looks almost, I was going to say pop culture-y, like Andy Warhol-y, kinda. Let's have a play with this one. So it's already at 400%, so that's as big as it goes. So that position in there is probably around about right. Do we? Can we play with that more? Just find a location for this to plash it down. Something like that. Using this, come here. Using this area as some kind of fiery cloud could be an option. Just in case about getting it into the right area. I'm not too bothered about composition today. Just looking to get effects going. But if it's up above the castle, that's fine. Like, I'm not too fussed about what's going on down in this, along this bottom plane, because I'm thinking I will be cropping square. So this might be one of these ones where I come in and out of Analog Effects Pro a few times, just to see how things go. So yeah, we can darken that down, make it a bit more moody. Balance right, probably 50's right. Basic adjustments, let's see what this is currently doing. I like a bit of vibrancy in there, keep the colour going. Yeah, just keep that contrast down there. Brightness. Get it down a bit. So the lens vignette, I want to get that sky darkened down. Get it a bit moody. So something like that. Film type, I'm just going to, yeah, I think I need something to be a little bit warmer than, so we'll move into the warm category. Try them, yeah, my usual top one. Faded, no. I'll keep that fairly neutral. Strength, keep the, well, I can keep the strength quite low as well, because I'm liking some of them reds that are coming in. Atomic, that might well be what we're looking for. We could tell the story of Barbara being burned, which it's supposedly, yeah, it was sacked in as part of Rob's pack on the workshop. Then it gives a little history lesson in there as well, and I read today that something to do in the, you know, the War of the Roses, the Lancastrians sacked Bamborough or something, I don't know. So, levels and curves, see, let's have a bit of a play with these. Let's see where we get to. Oh, now we're talking. Nice bit of contrast. Contrast between all that lovely yellows and then the dark areas. Lovely, lovely. Right. Red, what are we looking for? Maybe just a touch. You may well notice I am not going for my usual dreamy looking landscapes. I am going for something a lot sharper. Obviously, I mean, so that kind of dictates, because of the starting point of the image was a very almost in focus, almost static starting point. So that's why it's kind of ended up being, you know, quite graphical, really. Something like that. That was the starting point. Not too shabby. I'll probably do for this one. Just gonna have a quick butchers through these. What I will do, I will come back into Analog X Pro, and then just to see what other things it may throw up at me. Yeah, right. Back in Photoshop, and then we'll come back into Analog FX Pro and see what other combinations we're going to get. Yeah, Croft and Salisbury Cathedral's one of the, a couple of places I would definitely like to get to at some stage. I think they will appeal to me. Well, I know they'll appeal to me. Anything that's old, that'll do. Right, let's see a few excuse me, a few options down here. This one could develop into something nice, some nice tones there. Scroll. Keep going. I've actually been to Ely, Karen. I think I was like knee high to a grasshopper, but I do specifically just about remember being at Ely. I think I probably would have been about 9, maybe younger. It was a good while ago. Right, this one's quite interesting. Definitely lots of fire this time. Very abstract. Tina, I kind of have. I've never had a camera that's capable of it. Well, I'm saying I've never had a camera that's capable of it. The D700 is capable of it, but only on the average blend mode for multiple exposures. And I had a go with a Canon 5D Mark III for about 10 minutes about 5 years ago. And I tried the Fuji X-T1 when that came out, and that was not a happy experience because it only provides I think they still only provide a JPEG finished render, and there's no blend modes from what was there blend modes? But you could only combine 2 shots. So up until now, the Canons have been the the only option really. But the Nikon 780, the Nikon 780 has got a lot more advanced features of it now. which is better. Finally, they are paying attention to what people are needing and wanting. So I think the D780, I got an email from Nick on the other day, or a reply back I should say, and saying it is the first Nikon that you can combine 2 shots from anywhere on the card. So you don't have to be actually shooting it to be able to do it. Some Nikon models you have to shoot concurrently. Some you can start on a certain one and go from there. But the 780, I think you can retrospectively combine shots afterwards. Because that's the understanding I got anyway. So to me, well, it seems like an option. Come here. Something. This one's definitely different from my usual take on things. Let's get this lens vignette in the right place. Best place to suit the image. Probably about there. Probably where I started it from. You stream it that fast, Peter, you miss out on all the wonderful talking that I do. And I don't ramble at all. Not at all. One little thing about my latest video, the one from Edlingham Castle that I released on Sunday. I actually edited most of that twice. And the first edit, it took me about 9 minutes to get to the point of actually taking the first photograph because I was rambling so much. So in the second edit, I think it was about a minute. So I saved you all that. I hope you are grateful. Let's just have a look at the warmth. Too much. Is it too much? Yeah, I think it is. Cool. No, yeah, it was that one, wasn't it? Where do you grab onto the slider? So back, about there. About there. See what the levels are doing. About there. Bit more bright, yeah. Brightness is about right, I suppose. Wondering if this year I'm going to be working up with a lot stronger, almost primary colours. So you notice the very last image from my latest video from Edlingham where everything looked like Croft Castle. I did a very strong basic. All it is red and black. Very strong. So I wonder if this is the beginnings of a new direction. Which Canon did you have you got, Tina? Because I think it's any of the 5Ds after the 5D Mark III have it. I think it's a 6D Mark II, and I presume the new mirrorless jobbies all have it. The new mirrorless jobbies have all that kind of stuff. So, thank you, Tomic. I'm not up to date with my artistic knowledge, so I will have to Google those two just to see what it all means. I'm just a heathen when it comes down to it. So right, let us drop the luminosity a little bit, just a little bit. Keep the highlights I'm just worried it's a little bit sickly yellow rather than a nice yellow. Well, I can change that. Well, I'm quite happy with that. Quite wild. Quite mad, quite out there. New style for 2020 and all that. Look up Mad Meg. Will do. I will make a note of that, Tomek. Mad Meg. Bosch. What do you spell Bosch? B-O-C. Bruegel. EU. I will do some research tonight, Tomek. Thank you very much. Right then. I'm a little concerned about this corner here. What I might do, I might take this section and slap it over here. So I want a new layer, and I'm gonna do some free transform. Turn that some bitch sideways. Overlay. Preview it, man. Soft light. Yeah, I think soft light's the way to go. A new mask. Big fat brush. Oh, I added in a long exposure the other day, like I used to back in the day, and God, I'd forgotten how to do it all. But no spoilers about it in my next video. You will see the results. There we are. Is that a little bit more balanced? Have I gone overboard? That's better. It gives me options. Right, I am just going to play with the tonality a little bit, so I'm going to go into Viveza. 7D Mark II. I presume it's on there, Tina. Well, you'll know if it's there, as you own it. And I'm sure they all work the same. It probably just takes a little while to get the head around it and getting things lined up, and also being able to see how you position, you know, like how you then create. I mean, people like Doug and Valda, you know, they've got it down off to a T. They really know what they're doing. I would love to play. I would love to have a play with one. And I was gonna have a bit ask her about if anybody had any contacts at Nikon that would let me have a little play with one when they come out properly. Oh, that's nice. Blow the structure a bit, softening things down. Yeah, definitely soften it down. Yeah. There's not a big difference between the two, just lightened it up a little bit in the middle. I am quite happy with that, I think. Okay. Yeah, let's call it. And we are within the hour, which is good, even with all the rambling, which means Friday's edit will be very short. It'll be probably about 6 minutes in length. Right. Okay, save this back in the Lightroom. Whilst this saves. Come on, computer, you're so slow. Yeah, that's the great thing about the 5Ds and all that, is that you shoot one image and it will overlay the what you're pointing at after. It will overlay what had happened, what it all does. Yeah, I would definitely try that, Tina. So you take one image, and then it will, as you're shooting through using live view to shoot, you will be able to line things up, and it'll, if you're using the lighten or darken blend modes, it will preview that effect, so you'll know roughly what you're gonna get. So I believe that's how it works anyway. Not being a Canon shooter, I don't know. Excuse me. I set that right into that. I did say I was going to crop this square, and I think it probably is a square crop, to be honest. Something like that. Where the effects, bit of post-crop vignetting. Not too good. Yeah, not overboard, Andy. Something like that. So maybe there's a little bit too much green starting to come in there. See, it's green. So using the HSL, using the hue on the yellow slider. Yeah, it's kind of flattening things out. You're losing a bit of contrast. So maybe it's not that. That's not ideal. That kind of works. There's a few places where there's a bit of, come on, stick a radial filter on there, maybe brighten that a little bit on the edge. There's one in there, and just darken that one down a little bit. Drag that down. Gonna try to do more editing in Lightroom as well in 2020. All these resolutions. Anyway, I'll stick to any of them. Very slight adjustment. I'm just gonna slap a new one on there. I'm gonna try to scale some of that. Get rid of some of that green. There we are. Seems to be working a bit better than now. That's better. Yeah, that's better. I think. I think. So I'm going to put one in the middle there, and I'm going to add some texture to the castle there. Reduce the clarity, but increase the texture. So that's the fine details. The fine details in my imagery. The fine details that'll be enhanced slightly. I might find that I actually brighten this quite a bit later on. It's once these lights get switched off. And I've just realised I've got my face covering half the bloody instructions. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Lots of D850s around. Move to the Z7. To be honest, I was surprised. Somebody showed us the other day a D810 is more expensive than a D850 by about 200 quid. Absolutely mad. Absolutely mad. Yes, there will be a lot of D850s around. New, they're still stupidly expensive. And I couldn't believe the price of the 780, but they'll be down. They'll be 500 quid knocked off them within weeks of release, I think. When nobody buys them because a D850 is cheaper, or effectively cheaper. If you want mega big files, anyway. I think that's quite. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. Quite pleased as well. Yeah, I'm happy. Oh, I haven't done anything like that, Rob. Local adjustments presets. Are they the ones that you paint in? Like with the adjustment brush? I haven't created any presets, but I'm not a preset. Well, apart from presets to visualize where I'm going in Analog Effects Pro, I'm not a preset kind of fella. I obviously have too much time to waste remaking everything from from scratch. I'm just gonna drag in a what you call it, grad filter. No, that's not gonna work unless I make it really fat. Move it right the way up to there. So with it, maybe make it weaker. No, actually, unless I increase it. Opening the sky up a bit. That's maybe better. I had the right idea, the wrong bloody direction. Yeah. Just feels it opens the sky out a little bit more. Right. Done. I think I am happy with that. It looks very bright on the streaming screen, so God knows what it looks like on YouTube. And it may well look very, very different by the time I post it. Right, that has been I apologise for tonight's rambly episode, but we had a lot to get through to start with. Always appreciative of you all sticking around and watching me for a bloody hour. You're all extremely kind for doing that. And yes, that's the customary noise of my phone going off, which happens pretty much every live stream. It's phones for you. Okay, Rob. I will investigate that anyway. Right, so yes, thank you very much for watching. It's been lovely to be back on YouTube again after a month's break, apart from the odd video that's gone up. So, thank you, Peter. Nobody likes my rambling. Even I don't like my rambling. So, if I think this image has worked, so I think we will watch out for Friday night for sometime on Friday anyway, for a sped up version. So it will be sped up edits number 3. There's a new playlist for those as well I'm putting together. So do watch out for that on Friday. Sunday, if it gets edited together, I will have a video for you. If it's not edited together, it'll be the following Sunday. Where I shock horror, I went out with a tripod. So, hold on to your hats for that one. No ICM photography in that one. I went back in time to what I used to shoot back in the day. So, yeah. So I like saying so a lot. Right, I am just rambling now. I was watching a video the other day. It's like, oh, you should put your own. The more you put yourself into your videos, the better, and more people will watch. And I'm like, I just ramble because it's the only speaking I do all day is when I come on here. So I got to get all these words out. Where it's normal people will talk to their wife or kids or friends or whatever. It's like I'm sitting in a house mostly by myself all day, every day. So my one day of the week where I get to speak and therefore I ramble. Yes, back to it, Kangaroo now. Now that we're done. Glad I could disturb you for an hour though. But well, good to be back. Yes, right, I am rambling now. Must go. Let you all go back to your busy lives. Thank you very much for your attention tonight. Remember, if you are interested in that workshop, then sign up on fill in the sign up link thing below. Rob will send you out the non-committal pack of information. And then you can have a good look through, see if it's what you would be interested in. I think it is limited places, by the way, so it's like 8, I think, maximum 8. Yeah, so right. Thank you very much for your attention. It's been good to be back in front of you. So until do this when I'm doing me outros for when I record videos. I can never get the words out. So until the next one, keep it hard. Say yeah. Then figure out what that I go do to end the stream.